Y'all know what it is. It's Go Crazy Radio. Yeah. Make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday. The day might change, so we was on Thursdays, but you know we had to pull up on my boy Joe Skeet. So Ron in the building, Yellow got a bag in the building. You know, shout out to my dog, Sid in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? The chef, you know what's going on, man. You know how it is, man. Shout out to the sponsors, man. RVA Boombox, Avile Clothing, Go Crazy Clothing, Nazy Cleaning Services. If y'all need your house clean, make sure you hit her up. Nazy Cleaning Services. Yeah. You know, we working out here, man. You know, you need some clothing done. Make sure you holler at ASO Ron, or you holler at the promo guy. You know we gonna get it done. Like I said, man, we got Skeet in the building, man. And we gonna crank this thing off just like that. What's good?
What's going on, Skeet?
Yeah.
What's going on, man? Chillin', man. You know me, man.
Boy, you know we've been waiting for this.
Studio, man.
You know we've been waiting for this.
You know how I move, man.
You know what I'm saying? Well, everybody know who you
first
is.
interview of the nigga.
Since you gonna get some new viewers, just tell them who you is. Just a little slight background, some slight background. Who you is.
Just take
Shit,
it back
it's so
5.
long.
Take back 5
Be
years.
slight with
Yeah,
it.
no, I said just take it back 5 years. Don't hurt
I'm
nobody.
gonna take him back 5.
Take it back 5.
About 5. What was
In
that?
that 5-10 months.
2019.
Right before COVID.
Right before COVID. I think the last thing I did right before COVID, the last project or big thing I did was for Dolph. Right before COVID.
Shout out.
Hey, long live Dolph, man.
Right before he died. I mean, I don't know what happened with the song, if it's gonna be released or how, but yeah. But I would.
You still get it?
Yeah, so it should get out.
I mean, the song somewhere.
Well, I mean, you need to find it. First of all, so you grew up in Moses.
Yeah. Yeah. But see, now it's to the point where, like, you know, in this city, people like, where you from? I don't represent. I'm just from Richmond.
You from
we got people like that
before the city.
It's like, growing up, I come from the home of the happy.
Hell yeah.
Growing up, you know what I mean? I had one of the ones at Mulberry Hill around about Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
When Christmas ready to come, we knew it's time to move again, man.
Shout out to Audrey, man.
Yeah, shout out to my home, man. And you know, shit, then I moved to Creighton, I moved to Churchill, I moved to Northside. I moved everywhere, so it's like, I can't even rap no side.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You from Nottingham, from I know. That's where I know him from. Shout out to Clay.
Yeah, but I did spend most of my life over Mosby though, like, yeah, like that's why I spent a long, extensive time there. Whatever. I had my kids in Mosby. I did my first everything in Mosby. So my first pack. You know what I mean?
Hold that down.
Actually, hold on, wait a minute. Because the man said he sold his first. I remember 32nd Street when the DoorDash used to be taller than him. So, you know, I know from 32nd, actually even before Broad, 32nd and Q. You know what I'm saying? We can really take it all the way back. You feel
Let's take it back further than that.
You cut this shit out. Churchill.
Remember when we was working for the Richmond Time Dispatch?
Yeah. You know.
And then when y'all used to drop me
Excuse me, y'all. This interview may take longer than usual. You now tuned in to Go Crazy Rap Talk TV.
But just to keep it going though, keep it going forward. I started with you, bro.
You did?
Yeah, I started with this guy, and it started with Red Rum.
Yeah.
We started really back in like 5th grade. We do like raps in 5th grade.
Bull, grew up, that's crazy, because the crazy part about it, I'm rapping. The name of y'all name was Anderson. Andersonville, I was the only one that wasn't Anderson. But anyway, boom, that led to me working with other artists around the city, because people started seeing me making beats for them. You know what I'm saying? After what you taught me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'd have branched off, lost touch a couple of years here and there on and off, but that led to me working with Rum. After Rum, that led with me working with this guy out at Norfolk, named Young Money Young. Crazy part about it, he wasn't even no artist, he was a club owner.
But you brought up Red, right?
Yeah.
How influential you think you were for him getting his success as you being the production behind that in his early days?
Man, I think I was heavily influential. But the thing, it was like, shit, man, I think I produced all the music he ever did for like 10 years. Yeah, for like 10 years.
Ooh,
I remember when y'all was Gritty Gang.
We was recording that shit in my room.
We could take it back to when y'all was Gritty Gang and y'all was working with 7 Dime with Jovan and Bell and Dream.
God. That's crazy. I just made a beat for Bell today.
Yeah, for you coming in.
We cooked the Jesus.
Shout out to Bell, man. Shout out to Bell.
Yeah.
Bell, good producer too.
Yeah, he a good producer. Actually, for real, after I learned how to make beats from you, I ran into Bell. And Bell was on the MP machine.
Yeah, see, that's a
I was on Fruit Loops when the Fruit Loops first came out. And I used to be like, Bell, teach me how to make this shit.
Live from the G.
Bell was in the streets, heavy, early, you know what I'm saying? So Bell come in and make his beat 15 minutes, slide off the track. So I never got to learn from Bell, you know what I mean? But it wound up to the point where like Bell had this time, came home, was like, nigga, and I was on top as a producer. He was like, shit, nigga, that's link. Show me how to fuck with the Fruit Loop. I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to get back on it. I'm still trying to get back on the LP. Because I eventually learned the MPC machine, whatever.
I got you.
But like, you know, Fruit Loops just blew up so heavy, it was like I was back to the Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Well, I know you've been making music since the teen years, you know what I'm saying? How long have you been producing professionally and what you consider your big break?
Shit, I've been producing professionally. Shit. I started producing. My first beat was, I think, 2001.
2001.
That's
Established 2001.
That's crazy.
On the keyboard.
But like, I think my first beat was fire for real. But professionally, I think professionally started coming when Brum started getting his name. He started blowing up, and this nigga was like, damn, where you get the beats from? Because as once upon a time, you know, you got little producers here and there, everywhere now. Once upon a time, I was almost the only producer in the city.
Yeah, it was very rare back then.
You was.
It was
very
like I
rare
was
to
the
find
only
producers back then.
producer, and it's so
Joe Skeet was the only name you was hearing for real.
I'm glad all these new producers out because when I was just like almost like the only producer you could go to about Richmond,
working the shit out of you.
I was nigga working the shit out of me wasn't the word.
I remember when I
had to sit on my back literally.
When ASO was making beats back in the day, and y'all was doing it on the keyboard. Arms was tired.
Bitch, you had to go take 3-4 minutes to do the melody. Go back 3-4 minutes to do the hi-hats. Go back 3-4 minutes to do the beat.
You got to play the melodies and sound all the way through the whole fucking beat.
That was the manual beat making, bro. It was the producer.
That's where it started from. That's the start. That was the start of it all for me.
I mean, hard work make the easy work easy.
Hell yeah.
I mean, so, you know, what do you feel your holdback is? I mean, what's holding you from going full throttle like you need to be able to get to a higher professional level, like people like Zaytoven or Metro Boomin? You know, what do you think your holdback is to keep you from getting to that level?
Great question.
I like that question. That kind of goes back to the last question you asked me. You was like, what I feel was my biggest break, and it's like, you know, I'm a fan of Jadakiss. Once upon a time in one of his songs, he said, some niggas upstate has a nigga that's better than Jordan but never got that break. I think that's me.
Right.
I got my break, but I always would hood platinum.
Right.
Now, if you come to Richmond, you come to my city, you like, Skeet.
Exactly.
But you know, like
outside.
Maybe you anyway.
Maybe Norfolk,
Maybe a little bit.
Norfolk 757. Oh man, plug, well connected out there. I went out there and worked with some hella guys. Young Crazy, Wild Boy. It's been a while since I worked with Wild Boy, but I remember when he first came home from like on some juvenile shit, like juvenile life or something. I don't know. I know he just came home. You know what I'm saying? He started getting the mix. Young Money Young introduced me. Boom, and we started. I did a little work for real. Then I came back to Richmond, but I was back and forth because I was always caught up between two extremes. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, always had like.
I know, I feel what you're saying on that.
Like, well, I should go here, so and everybody wanted me here, everybody wanted me there, everybody wanted me here, everybody wanted me, so it's like, I don't know where to be.
So a question, throughout that time period, you ever thought of getting a manager so somebody could manage that stuff during those times, you know what I'm saying?
That shit could be conflicted sometimes, that's what you're gonna say.
It's no, cause I'm highly demanding. Like,
and that's why you need a manager.
like this time of the season right now is winter's Christmas. It's just after Christmas, whatever. It's but once it's just I'm highly demanded. It starts tax season, and next thing you know, it's to the point that if I could, like, I don't have my own studio right now, but if I did, it's to the point where like this time of the season coming up, I could have like 5 rooms and just have engineers and ship them all in there. That's how much work. That's how much compressed work I be having around.
Oh, we need to
so
make
it's
that
like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm so demanded, high demanded as an engineer that it's hard to find time to make beats sometimes.
So watch this. You're so high in demand for being an engineer, and then you still make the beats. You definitely need a manager. You need somebody in the front of all of that. You need somebody so that you never have to talk to nobody. If you just want to be a workhorse in the back of the room, that's all you need to be is a workhorse in the back of the room. You have your management team, your manager in front of you, so therefore they can take care of that. That's where the next thing you know, oh bro, we got that check. Oh now we got, this celebrity or whoever wants to do a beat. You don't have to worry about
it's so crazy. I always do what I needed that, but everything coming to me so fast when I'm in my city, just come so fast. And then on top of that, shit, it's just a lot, man. I just always had a lot going on.
Speaking of your city, right?
Mm-hmm.
You work with almost everybody in motherfucking Richmond, right?
Yeah.
Who are some of your favorite artists that you like to work with?
Dang.
And why?
It's hard.
I'm gonna say some people
question.
love.
That's when they bring the 6 man off the
I'm
bench.
gonna start with one person because I gotta give him his flowers, man, and I don't want his name to be forgotten. Mac Benwood.
Okay.
Mac Benwood because see, I've been doing this 25 years. So the generations done changed, the way the style, like everything done changed, the beats, the way they record. And I get a headache the way the young niggas record because it's like bar for bar. And I like the ones that write.
See, and that's interesting that you said that because it's a question of I've known of you being in the booth with somebody who's, let's keep it real, they trash as hell.
Mm-hmm.
What you do in that room, once they leave, the track sound like, oh, you smoked that shit, cuz. But you know you didn't smoke that shit, cuz. Listen, you gotta give them all your tips and stuff. But maybe like 1 or 2 things that you do.
That nigga said I put
that
the
you
jazz.
tell them, you know what I'm saying?
Put the jazz music with the punk rock.
What I do,
I put the jazz music with the punk rock, and there you go.
What I do is, like, if somebody got some trash music, as an engineer, it's hard. You can't just be like, yo, this shit's real whack.
No, you
This
don't
shit's
know.
trash.
No,
So what I do is,
If it's that
I try to convince them, or like, what's the word I'm looking for? Was like, I try to persuade them to, hey, what you try like this, try like that, try like this. But you know, you got some people who just doesn't listen, you know, because they think they've been rapping for 10, 15 years, don't even know. They like, yo, fuck, like, let me do what I do. I know what I'm doing, but they don't even know. You've been doing this for so long. So wrong, though.
Yeah, so
nobody
wrong.
never set these people
I'm gonna be 100 with you, right? I'm gonna be 100 with you. I've been working with you for.
You've been doing this.
You say you've been doing this 25 years. I've been working with you 40. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't even lie to you. I've been working with you since we started this, right? Yeah. I've seen you build a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog Saint Nick. I seen you build
because
artists from the bottom to the top.
Because at heart, I'm an artist. I started off as an artist. I started off, and I'm not gonna lie, as an artist, man, I rap circles around niggas.
Hey look, I'm gonna stop right.
People think I'm just some engineer that's still behind the boards.
Let me tell you,
I'm nicer than 99.99% of the niggas that I record. I still
you won't know what I didn't even know you rap, bro. I didn't know you rap until him and Rum had the little goddamn.
Oh, so you didn't know until that?
That was me.
Laid his ass out.
You know what though? Speaking of that, I gotta ask this question.
No, I'm just being real.
You know, we gonna get deep in this shit.
No, because I always knew him for production.
Yeah.
But I gotta ask you this question. You know, being that he brought up Rum. First off, what happened with you and Rum? For one. For two, would you ever work with Rum again?
I'm gonna answer number 2 first. Cause like it's that part. It depends, because I like to surround myself. I'm older now. I like to surround myself with certain type of people, with certain type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Certain type of vibe and mind frame. You know what I'm saying? If he the same old Rum, no. But if he like a different dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because the Rum I know will probably use me reaching out to him as like some social media dumb shit and try to twist it. You know what I'm saying? Try to make it seem like, yeah, I told you this nigga was gonna come out somehow. You know what I'm saying?
But in all actuality,
we're grown now, man.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, but even though we grown,
I know,
some people mentalities
is
like,
not gonna
listen, I grew up with both of them.
Right, no, that's one of your cousins, that's your dog.
We was raised by him. So this the craziest situation. I grew up with both of them. One is my cousin and this is like my brother. You feel what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Even though, you know, we all grew up together, we all have different mentalities. And the mentality that Joe Skeet has and the mentality that Rum has is why they bump heads. You feel me? To me, Rum want to be self-made. He's not going to let anybody know that, hey, look, he helped me get to this position.
Like
The same thing with Joe Skeet. Joe Skeet helped a lot of people get to their position and he don't get the credit for it. So to me, I think that's what take a toll on him getting to the next level, because that can hurt somebody. That can hurt you real bad. It hurt me one time. You feel what I'm saying? I put a lot of work into certain
and my nigga got
artists.
receipts, so
Real talk. But I put a lot of work in for a lot of artists. Me and Skeet used to stay in the studio at on North Avenue. We was in the studio for months. Just every day, all night. We ain't sleeping. All night we're in the studio. I got 10 artists with me that I'm managing. And I didn't get the credit from those artists that I helped get them to the level they is. And that can take a toll on your career. So I understand how he feel and I understand how Rum feel. You know what I'm saying? I understand both sides of the situation. I want to be self-made too.
What was Rum's side, what you said?
Rum's side is that he wants to be self-made. He don't want to give nobody the credit to show them that, hey, he helped me, he helped me, he helped me, he helped me. I can do this by myself.
I agree
you
with
feel
that.
what I'm saying? Even with the Cali situation, he didn't want to give the credit to Cali. The Cali put him in a certain predicament.
But even with that, since he's not right here right now,
yeah, I understand that. Rum, that interview's coming.
Like
Believe
I said,
me.
we not gonna keep it going that way.
No, we going
because it's one set.
Yeah.
We're talking about Skeet though, but I like the origin of the story. But I just want to give him the respect of actually being here on the phone or something, so that he can even talk. Because I still, no matter what is being said, I still think that is 1,000% truth. And you know, I know that out of all y'all. I really know that. Like that's it's all good. It's all good though. It's all good. Still, I love him to death. Still love him though.
Yeah. But yeah.
Alright. It says you've been in the game a while now, right?
Yeah.
So who are some artists, both in and out the game, you would love to collaborate with? You would love to work with?
Industry-wise or locally?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, that you would love to work with, that you haven't worked with, I'm gonna say.
Because I haven't worked with. Well, you know, I'm just getting up on like Instagram, super heavy. I always had Instagram doing it, but like I haven't been heavy on it like people that is heavy on it with marketing their stuff, their product, whatever. So I just started digging it.
I'm gonna encourage you to do it.
Yeah. So I'm on it now.
Like in the business
I'm getting to see what's going on around the city, the new stuff, the new shit. I'm seeing artists. It is a couple of artists. I'm gonna tell you, it's an artist I didn't work with yet, who was always in the making. Lady the Dog, fucking fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then it's this girl. I don't know if anybody even know about her. Her music is different. Her name is J Dub.
Yes, stop.
J Dub. Yeah.
Different.
It's different.
You can work with that. You know why? Because what you used to do with Meek.
Oh man. First time I ever tried to manage an R&B artist. I had the bag.
He had the bag.
I just didn't have the knowledge behind the business.
That's why I said manager.
Yeah.
Management. That's
you
you
just knowledge behind the business, man. Then in the midst of me coming up, as far as building my image, my name or whatever, as an engineer, producer, whatever, time started changing. Social media started hitting. It wasn't It's not like the old days. They see you, they like you, boom, and they start putting you in position. Now you have to put yourself in position. You have to make yourself blow up, and then they'll come for you. So, but me, I'm kind of laid back. I ain't never been in the spotlight, so I always not jumped out there. I always refuse or duck the camera in any way I could. And I like the background. I want the fortune, not the fame. But you gotta get famous to get the fortune now. That's crazy.
But that always been me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I had to learn. Like sometimes you got to goddamn. Sometimes you got to
make yourself
sometimes you got to stand the fuck up and take 2-3 steps.
Hey, but look,
you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna take a 5-minute intermission. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this Go Crazy Radio. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in. We got the Skeetalizer with us. Hey, and we at We The One Studio. Shout out to We The One. Everybody
tune into us next time.
Shout out to my dog Wop, man. I heard he was
next time you see it, we're gonna be at your mama when her water get back up.
You know what's going on.